With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. It's a short kick taken near the 18. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's going to call a timeout. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Gun.
Newton on first down. Going to throw right side here, complete. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Throwing on third down, Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. On fourth down, Newton. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their second down call is going to look like now.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he's going to go down again. The sack by Julius Peppers.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Out of the gun here, it's Cunningham. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Cunningham from the gun, looking for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Now Newton. That's complete to Calvin Johnson. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
On 2nd and 10, Newton, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing again is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. They will go for it. Now Newton. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play. Now Cunningham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, it's Cunningham. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. We're scoreless after 1. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Cunningham. This is caught. Gronkowski. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, we had the scoreless first quarter of play. We sure didn't have to wait long into the second quarter to get some action on the scoreboard.
So was the first quarter a feeling out process? I mean, that was an interesting quarter, wasn't it? Because we had some action, we had some good play. Just didn't have any points. So now it's game on.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Calvin Johnson, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, here's Newton. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Newton. His throw incomplete. 6-time Pro Bowler Calvin Johnson, the intended target. And it's 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the 50, Newton. Complete. It's Johnson. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Newton. And he finds a man. It's McCaffrey. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact. Just as he's trying to haul it in.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. To throw again. Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Following the fumble recovery, Cunningham. Now he's flushed out right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves him with third and just a couple.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And he's able to get it to the 33, good enough for a first down. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
It looks like, yes, it is 6 defensive backs on the field for Carolina.
They're going with a dime set. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Justin Tucker's out to try the field goal. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of it. It was frustrating. Down.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Calvin Johnson, 64 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. A try here for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm
looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Gronkowski, the intended receiver.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Now, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
To throw is Newton. That is caught at the 7. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
And at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
Well, that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, pounced right back on it, keeps possession. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Cunningham to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. They'll run. It's Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun, Cunningham being chased out left. Man open, it's Moss, complete. And he'll be out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Hunter Henry there to make the grab. And the Rams have taken the lead. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover it? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 40. Out of the gun, Newton. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. Throwing is Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. He got 29 yards that time.
Good. At the 17-yard line.
From the red zone now, Newton. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7th. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And a yard at the Rams 7-yard line.
Right to the 3.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Taking it in from 7 yards away, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. The point after is good, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken short. A strong running.
Get ready.
At their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half. Tied after the first 2 drives of the third quarter, 1 for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing again. Cunningham. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
To throw on 3rd down. Cunningham. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center, the guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 45. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He lost 9 there. That's really going to set him back for 2nd down.
Let's go now. Check. Hey, watch the slant.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play.
Give me that 20. 26 Mike. 20.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Newton now to throw. And the catch made by Johnson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now. This is McCaffrey at a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Got to kick it, right? I mean, even the short yardage, you boot this thing, don't you?
Yeah, but I know how aggressive you are. I know what you want. You want to go for it, don't you? You're feeling it, aren't you?
Yeah, but treat it like a football game, not like Madden.
I like that. Fight the temptation, kick the field goal, because if you go for it and don't get it, you put a lot on your defense in a short amount of time.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A nice gain of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. And this is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Here's the kicker, Zane Gonzalez, ready to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Check. The tip, buddy. 40 the mic. Don't let him breathe.
On first and 10, Newton. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Holt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Operating from the gun, Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt, and he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 34. Now it's Newton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's first and 10 from the 12. Newton to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening.
I think they on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Back to the air, Newton on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Throwing again is Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be fourth down. And his kick is good. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
On the double. 45. Check my 45. You got nothing left. You got nothing. Watch twins. Watch twins. Check. 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 Through. Check. Crunch. 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 Twin. 25. Check 25. Come.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The free safety, Trey Boston, there to knock it away. So after the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22.
Undercrest. He's checking.
To throw is Jackson. Throwing again. Dancing to his left. Got a man. It's Randy Moss. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Hey. 4 down. Check. Hot route. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Check 26. Joe. Check three. Check safety. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Now a five-time All-Pro. Here's Gale Sayers. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. From the gun on third down, Jackson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Darren Waller, 53 yards. And the Colts have taken the lead. Even though he was forced from the pocket, still able to adjust, make the long throw, and it ends with a really big touchdown.
Yeah, moving to his left. The key to everything when they're moving outside of the pocket, doesn't matter which side, making sure those shoulders get around and you get back square so you can get everything on the throw and create the big play we just saw there downfield.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Well, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Newton. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. Now, that's twice now already in this first quarter that he's been able to knock a ball away.
They're going to need that from him and plenty more if they want to slow down this passing game. Thus far, though, he's been a ball magnet.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43. Newton now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's first and 10. Again, Newton. He goes full extension, and he's got it. 23 yards, the final tally.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
8. Mike 50, Mike 50. I'm coming.
Newton now to throw. Got a man. It's Randy Moss, complete. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
Look, we came into this one focused on Randy Moss, and now he has our full attention with his first grab of the game.
Well, he's one of only 2 players to go a whole season averaging over 100 yards receiving and average a touchdown per game as well. That's a pretty impressive stat.
It really is, especially when you consider that every defense he faced was prepared for him and was kicking coverages in his direction.
Pick your game up. Gun.
From the gun on third down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal.
Check 50.
Again, McCaffrey. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal. Out of the gun, Newton toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
And this one is right through. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how.
Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Julius Peppers, yes, he still has it. Give him the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. Here's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
I'm letting you know right now, you better breathe.
Third and long, it's Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. It's the former Tar Heel and longtime Panther grade, Julius Peppers. His second sack of the night. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
That one goes for 24 yards. They run with Sayers. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
He's coming.
Here's Jackson. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. That one a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Indianapolis.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Eluding the pressure. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Following the fumble recovery, Newton is going to fire one deep. This is caught at the 20. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. The shotgun snap for Newton. Looking for the tight end, Olsen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Tillman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 1-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are in the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
Flush to his right. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Holt. A good pickup there, a 22. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
You got tight. You got tight right there. Check 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. This will be caught by Randy Moss. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards.
36.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Sayers. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Now Jackson on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Let's go.
Jackson. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Tyreek Hill in the final seconds of the first half. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'll be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up that play. Now, a little bit of hesitancy often works really well for offensive guys.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at...
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the foot. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be taken very short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like it.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now it's Jackson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it, because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area. So no grounding call.
No.
There's Jackson on 3rd and long. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well. That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Good starting position for the Panthers as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42.
Hey, well, Mike 40. Come on, boy.
From the gun, Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Holt, and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Operating from the gun, Newton. He gets this one to Johnson. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completions.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away, Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Safety Brian Dawkins earns the tackle for loss. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection.
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rob Woodson. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
With all the good scouting that goes on in the league, you would think that someone would read a few stats like this one. Rod Woodson holds the NFL record for intercepts returned for touchdowns with 12 in his career. So why do you throw it in his area?
They're just lucky that he didn't return that one for a touchdown. Did get the pick, though. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. This is caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Point after, right down the middle. And that will put them on top here in the third. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken short.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. To throw is Jackson. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Here we go, T. Get off the field.
Brings up second and 3 at the 46-yard line.
A run. This is Sayers. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. And he is finally going to be brought down, but not before he gets it to the Panthers' 17-yard line. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They'll run with the Hall of Famer Sayers. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. And this is going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Newton on first down. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. Second and a yard. Now Newton. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Panthers.
Newton now. A perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And we're back now in Charlotte. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Newton. Over the middle, complete. It's Holt. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Brian Dawkins, the safety, with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
At the 24-yard line.
On the give, this is Sayers. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Hey, I'm not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Here's a give now to Sayers. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And a give this time to the tailback. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Sayers. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out here in the I. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return way back at the 11.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice.
He's got him in. Complete. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So that changes things. Here's 1st and 10 all the way up at the 45. They'll look to throw. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost him.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. If he does that, this thing is over.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Julius Peppers in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Rod Woodson with a pick. Johnson the intended target.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to float this. And got his man complete. Past the 20. 10. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And incomplete as the clock stops here with just 1 second to go in this football game. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Set. White 33. 8. It's a party now. It's a party now. Watch safety creep. 20. Safety's creeping. Express. Flare. Great. Check. Lucky. Watch the edge. Here we go.
One last throw here for Newton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
That'll do it for us. For Charles David and gone. This is EA Sports. Join the discussion at EA Sports _MU. From Charlotte,